This week's drop.
So, Crystal Magnum, the woman who accused the Duke Lacrosse players back in the 90s of SAing her.
Yes.
And if you were around then, you know that there was a lot of up and downs, a lot of information that wasn't known that became known, all that different type of thing. When I last week saw the headline that she was admitting that she'd made the whole story up about being SA'd by the Duke Lacrosse team, I had to sit down and just watch and hear what she had to say. And then after that, I had to hit you up.
Yeah.
And say, did you see this shit? Where were you at with her admitting it now? And where were you at with it back then when everything was kind of happening?
I didn't believe it from the beginning. It didn't ring true to me. It reminded me of Susan Smith with the black man took my car and murdered my kids.
Yeah.
It just didn't ring true. But it caused a major rift between elites and non-elites. And that's why I think it was so juicy, because
especially in that area.
Yes, it was, oh, these privileged white boys are, sexually assaulting somebody who was black. And it was juicy. So it was easy to chew on for a lot of people. For me, it just didn't ring true. It didn't sound believable. Sort of Tawana Smith back in the days. It just didn't sound credible. I was glad that she finally admitted. I don't know why it took decades and decades for her to do this. Maybe she just felt guilty, or she's trying to.
It sounds like she's born again.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I'm happy for you.
I mean, that's what it sounded like when she was.
She finally
when she was speaking.
Yes. Got a chance to try and make amends or clear.
I mean,
her conscience.
Like I know, and anybody out there who grew up in the church knows that you become born again.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you automatically wash yourself of everything.
No.
So sometimes people who are out here walking around for decades, with something weighing heavy on them, and they don't have the courage
to do it.
Yeah. To correct that wrong, which she just. And I'm obviously speculating. I don't know this woman. We're just trying to figure out why it took her 30 plus years to finally.
That part. Again, I'm glad that she did it for the men.
Yeah.
Because they're grown men now. And again, that stigma doesn't go away from you, whether you're found guilty or innocent. It's still always going to, when they pull it up, it's going to be, they were falsely accused of SAN.
Yeah.
Not, they were cleared of all charges or anything like that. It's always going to be a stigma that's on them.
Well, I think this story is a little bit different, though, in terms of they found out that the DNA didn't match.
Yes.
The prosecutor, I believe.
He's the governor.
I believe the prosecutor got fired.
Okay, but the one
who was pushing it.
Yes.
Because he knew information.
Yes.
And wasn't revealing it.
Yes.